echo. What the heck? How about Caleb? Can you have Caleb go back? I don't know why. But somehow Julie's chatting with us. Julie, you hear me? I guess we're. How do you hear me? How can we be live? Oh, because it's on Zoom. Okay. Hi. Well, hey, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Didn't mean to go live. I was trying to go with a different service here. So give me one moment. Stand by, and I'm going to invite my family. We're on a different platform. All right. Stand by, everybody, please. Oh my goodness, I've got a whole bunch of people chiming in here, which is nice to see you. Hey, Nolan, you guys in the crowd out there, you can't hear that I'm speaking to Nolan on a different chat environment. So I'm telling my kids to log in. I just realized there was an echo because my son's speakers were on. So Caleb, disable your external speakers and open the chat. I'm going to send you guys the link to the Zoom. We're going to do this on Zoom instead. And Jen. Hey guys, I really like seeing you there on the chat here. So it's nice to see you. Okay. Look at that. I've got Nolan Rankin here. So he's going to log in and let me ask you guys this. Caleb, go ahead and speak for a sec. Yeah, no echo there. So for some reason, between Nolan and Caleb being on camera at the same time on one platform was causing an echo. So Nolan, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. And Caleb, can you hear me all right? Yeah. We're going to move to Zoom. And look who else is here. There's Jen. All right. Hey guys, can you all right, Jen, I'm gonna have you go in the other room.
Yes, I'm going to the other room.
Just only because it's gonna echo. So
come on in.
Caleb's video disappeared. Hopefully he can log back in again. Right. You know, I had some things set up so that I was going to share some links. Nolan, Jen, hang tight here for a second.
Okay, no problem.
All right. And Caleb's logged in. This is cool. All right. All right, everybody. Let's see. Looks like we've got a bunch of great people here. Maury, Kona's there. Julie, Claudia. Oh man, Claudia, thank you for calling in late night in Germany. I appreciate that. Let me get started and just say a few words about some folks that have helped make this show possible. Thanks again, by the way, for sticking around and being patient while I get this thing going. Haven't done this in a while, and we had all sorts of moving parts to get together. So All Access Live was born in the spring, as you may or may not know, from a lack of being able to tour. And I had a couple of pivotal people help me get this thing set up. Element L Design, Luke Duran was somebody that came up with the All Access Live logo, graciously supported and helped me out. And so if you go to elementl.net and check him out, he's an incredible graphic designer in Montana, one of my dearest friends. And he was really kind to provide that logo. Dan Pred and Video Media provided the introductory video that you may or may not have seen if you're on YouTube. So I want to thank Dan Pred, rock star of all kinds, man, my superhero drummer from the Dan Reed Network. If you go to videomediaportland.com, you'll see an incredible video portfolio reel that he's done. He did my intro video, and I owe him for essentially getting me started with my business prior to this, my web design business. So, and he's also my hero on drums. So, Dan Pred, Video Media, thank you so much. I cannot even begin to thank 5-Star Guitars enough for supporting me with equipment and emotional support to get this going. Joff Metz and 5-Star Guitars has been pivotal in getting this thing going with these incredible Audix microphones, some headphones, and emotional support. So if you go to 5starguitars.com, you can check them out. And if you go to audixusa.com, you can check out those wonderful microphones. So support them. They're based locally. And Guitar Center, 5-Star Guitar. If you shop Guitar Center, don't. Go to 5starguitars.com. They're based locally and there's no sales tax. So if you order guitars from anywhere else, then you'll save on the sales tax and you'll support an incredible company. So this is awesome. I've been wanting to do this since we got this thing going from the very start. I know that we're well over 100 episodes, and today, being Thanksgiving here in the US, is all about gratitude. And for me, I would not be here today if it weren't for these people that are joining me today. We've got some fun stuff. We're going to talk about some fun stories and share and reminisce, and got some amazing music by Capital K down in the green screen there. So let me do the roundtable. A lot of you guys that are watching right now, you know my family. My childhood sweetheart for many, many years, and my bride for 28. Jen Rankin is down there in the corner. So Jen, nice to see you here. I see your cousin Karen is there, which is awesome. She's in the chat. So I know that some of you guys can't see the chat. My family can't see the chat. So I may have questions for you guys that I'll throw from the chat room. The green screen got Caleb Rankin, capital K.
How's it going, guys?
I'm glad to see you. As one can tell, that guy's the pro streamer. He's got the full gaming set and also the amazing setup there. So I appreciate his professionalism.
Thank you.
And Rockstar in the other corner, my youngest baby bear, Nolan Rankin. I'm glad to see you, Mr. Dimples.
Good to see you too, Dan.
God, it's funny that it looks like we are socially distant, like we can't all be together on Thanksgiving, but we're just in different corners of the house right now. So we just don't want to have the echo back and forth. So man, this is really cool. Dean Ryan is here too. Michelle Madera. Wow, this is awesome. Hey, let me get started by saying, first of all, thank you, family, for being here and spending this day. We're gonna have a big feast afterwards and really share some gratitude. I will start by saying there's not one person on the planet that hasn't been touched by the coronavirus pandemic. It's been a challenging year, to say the least, for all sorts of reasons. And one thing that I've struggled with is not only loss of identity and loss of the things that make me completely fulfilled touring and all that, but I look at the divisiveness and how the country has really gotten bitter. And I'm really hopeful and encouraged by everybody coming together and sharing some gratitude. Starts today. And you can all just, turn to your right, hug your friend next to you. If you don't have anybody there with you, I really appreciate you being here with us. This is a special thing. And so I want to kind of maybe go, oh, look who else is here.
Oh,
yes.
the
Okay.
family member.
That's right. MVP. Everybody needs to meet Edgar Allan Pug. That is our boy. So Jen and I have we've got shared custody of the pug. And so
Right.
he is truly our emotional support dog, which is amazing. Man, this is cool. I love seeing this. Lynn Francis Anderson, nice to see you there. Cheryl and Keith are here, which is beautiful. Wonderful. Hi, Julie Jockums. We love you. Oh my gosh.
Love you.
Hi, Rita. Oh my gosh. We got people all over the planet right now logged in, which is awesome. So let's do this. if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to put you guys on the spot a little bit. I would start with Jen, and I want you just to tell me something that you're truly thankful for today.
What I'm truly thankful for is our first responders.
Yeah.
There are millions of people that are at work today that aren't able to share their holiday with their family because they're taking care of sick and dying people.
Yeah.
All of our police force, our firefighters, our healthcare workers, they are on the front lines, and they are what's keeping this country alive. And I think we need to put a big shout out to them. At a more personal level, I'm really thankful for my health, for my two beautiful sons, who I couldn't be more proud of. My relationship with my mom that has blossomed over the last 5 years. And for my boyfriend, Dave, I'm really happy to be in a loving relationship. And I'm really thankful for you, Kev. I'm really thankful that we've been able to bridge the gap and be really tight. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you for that.
Sure.
Hey, Nolan, you're on deck.
All right. Yeah. So Thanksgiving, I'd say I'm most thankful for my life. I'm really glad that I live in a place where I can sleep in my bed and have a roof over my head, eat food every day, and get to go to school. I'm really fortunate because I know not everyone else can do that. So
Man,
I appreciate that.
I love that you can see that part. I know it's been hard going to school. Like everybody else is trying to go to school virtually right now around the world. Our pal, yeah, as we know, Jim Jelvik and Thomas, Jim, our friend in England, who's teaching, having to teach virtually is a tough thing. Having to learn virtually is even harder, I think. And so it's been a struggle for you, and I'm proud of you. You've been working so hard, both at your job and at school. And I'm incredibly proud of you. So I want you to know that. You have a great silver lining look at that. So thank you. Hey, Caleb, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. I was just asking everybody to share something that they're thankful for. And
Sure.
You want to share?
Sure. I would say one thing that I'm the most thankful for right now is financial stability. Financial stability for sure, and food on the table. A place to be, and definitely family as well. But right now, a lot of people are going through hard times. Even people that were well off are losing everything. So we got to focus on what we do have and try to move forward from that.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Caleb's got a more dynamic background than me now. This is not fair. There are a handful of people in the chat that are talking about things they're thankful for. And so, guys, if you're out there watching, I'd love for you to chat and let me know what you're thankful for. I am going to say, beyond the people that helped me get this show started, man, last year, this time was a completely different environment for my family. And this opportunity for us to all be under the same roof and be able to not only share a meal, but share vulnerability and appreciation and gratitude, loving kindness, generosity is something amazing. My brother, Ben, is going to be here in about a half an hour, and I tried hard to get him to get on camera, but he's not going to do it. But it's an amazing opportunity that he's going to be here too. And a lot of people can't be with their families today on Thanksgiving. And that's kind of why I wanted to invite everybody to come and share with ours. I can't make a meal for everybody, but it would be nice for everybody to get to share some things that they're grateful for. So aside from having you all here, there are a handful of people in my life that were so supportive of me in the most trying time, maybe, of my life this last week and a half. And so, I couldn't list everybody, but I wanted to really thank Dave Schwartz and Jeff Buhner, Bill Wadhams, Misty Bird, Claudia Odenthal. Man, I have a large group of people. There's a men's group of people that have changed my life. And so they're not even watching this right now, but I want to encourage you guys, if I can say anything, and this is not to sound melancholy or bittersweet at all, holidays are tough anyway. So if you are struggling and you feel like it's difficult to reach out, if there's just one person that you can call, and even if it has to be an anonymous thing, and you pick up a phone call and you call a crisis center, don't stifle it, don't isolate, don't hang out. You got to be with somebody. Get out there, and it's the hardest thing to pick up the phone. They talk about it being a 500-pound phone, and I think it's probably more. But I encourage you guys to reach out. So that being said, I'm so grateful, my God, and it's truly wonderful to see you guys right here showing up in this chat. So many of you guys have been supportive of me in the past, and so let's talk a little bit about some of these people that are thinking. I know that I see Dane Ryan there, and he says, "Hey, family." Yeah, and Julie Jocham says she's loving to the Blands and the Parkhursts and Dane Ryan. So this is cool. And not only, man, let me tell you, somebody that has not only this last week and a half saved my ass, but my family has been incredibly supported, and my heart has been nurtured by one of my favorite people on the planet, Jennifer Batten, and she's here today. So I appreciate you being here, Jennifer. I love you. My goodness, some of my best and most amazing experiences are going to be, have been shared with you, and also, just the fact that you were there when I needed you the most. So, and I'll tell folks, if you're watching this and you have no clue, then you've lived under a rock. But Jennifer Batten played with Michael Jackson for many years, and Jeff Beck for many years. She's a virtuoso, and I think one of the greatest guitarists on the planet. And she'll be back on my show. We talked about doing a retrospect on Eddie Van Halen and his contributions and how her life was affected by Eddie. Jennifer's got this incredible cloud guitar symposium, Guitar Cloud Symposium, sorry, GSC. So if you go to guitarcloudsymposium.com, you can see what she's doing. But she's doing these really intensive workshops for several days with the biggest guitarists in the world. She's got a special featured guest of Steve Vai that's appearing at this next one in a matter of a couple of weeks. And so go to guitarcloudsymposium.com and you'll see what you can get, a huge amount of resources for pennies. So go do that. Brian Abrams, I see you there, man. I really appreciate your support too, man. You, dude, you were there. Mike Skill, you were there too. Thank you for being here. Happy Thanksgiving, Larry Tillering. Happy Thanksgiving, Kim Heyer. I love you. And there's Mike Collins. God, we got all this great people here. Why don't we do this? Now let's talk a little bit. I was going to share a story. I'll share one of my stories, and then maybe we can go around the room here. I was thinking about this really special Thanksgiving story that we had. Dear friends of ours, I used to have a student that came from Dan Pred, Benji Horning, and his family had this wonderful cabin up at Government Camp, Mount Hood ski area, and it was at the base of the Glade Trail. So you'd finish up skiing and snowboarding for the day, and then you can come back down and sit by the fire and make some hot chocolate. We went up to have a wonderful Thanksgiving, beautiful gathering. The kids may not remember too much about these details, but I was going to say this is probably 12, 13 years ago, maybe more. And poor Jen, clean up after the Thanksgiving dinner. We had an awesome day out in the snow. We were sledding, and Jen was washing dishes, and one of those glasses cracked, and she sliced her thumb so bad.
No, it's my pinky.
Oh, it was your pinky. That's what it was. Yeah. But it was so bad. She was bleeding like a stuck pig. We had to get out of there. We're up at the mountain where it's super snowy. You got to have chains. our vehicle. Um, I think we may have had to put the chains back on to get out of there and pack out, but she's bleeding so
Jesus.
bad. We thought that it was going to be like she wasn't going to make it. So we're tearing off, like, driving crazy on these icy roads and mountain passes with cliffs on one side, and then the chain snapped on the vehicle and wrapped around the axle. Just stopped the car short, and we're sitting on the side of the road, probably about 11 o'clock at night, in a snowstorm, Thanksgiving night, just wind blowing. You can hardly even see. I'm underneath the vehicle trying to undo this chain, and it's not coming off. This thing is wrapped so tight that we need like bolt cutters to get it off, and you can't see anything.
The Rankin luck.
Yeah, we're holding cell
For
phone,
sure.
trying to hold this ghetto cell phone underneath the van or vehicle, whatever we were driving, trying to see this thing. And
It was
thankfully,
actually the video player, the little
the
Oh, the
DVD
DVD, the
player.
portable DVD player.
Oh.
yeah,
Yes.
so portable DVD player that we were using. Yeah.
That's right.
And
That's
it was
right.
Finding Nemo, actually.
Oh my, oh my God. So
You could
pause
have
it.
used a lighter movie for that one.
Death by
Oh,
Pinky.
Yeah.
Pinky death.
Man, and
One
thank-
finger death punch.
thankfully a semi driver like came out to help us, and man, he yeah, it was awesome. He stopped and he cut the chain, got it off, and we just took off without chains and got you back to safety. But
Hospital.
yeah, so while it's a funny story and a tragic story, you didn't lose your pinky, you didn't bleed out.
Nope.
And we had a good Thanksgiving beforehand. We had a good meal, enjoyed the snow, but be careful when you're washing dishes tonight, everybody. Yeah. Nolan, do you have any Thanksgiving stories that stand out to you?
oh man.
I'm putting you on the spot. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I can't really think of anything.
All right.
It's only turkey story I can remember.
Oh, how about one of the turkey bowls? You have a turkey bowl story?
I mean, I never actually did play. I really wanted to.
Oh,
Just didn't want to get hurt. But yeah, like every Thanksgiving there's a big football game out in the park, and a lot of friends just go out and play. I've gone there and watched, and that was pretty cool. They always hand out like hot chocolate and donuts.
that's why you want to go for the donuts. I know. No, you know what happened to me on Turkey Bowl?
Yes.
That's where my back problems came from.
Yes.
Some dude in a Troy Polamalu jersey, some guy that thought he had too much testosterone in him, took me out, broke my back, didn't break it, but it's still jacked. I've had back surgery because of it. And so if you're out there and you're watching, dude, you're a punk. Maybe I should have just been bigger. But see, that's why I didn't want you to play, buddy, because I
Yeah.
don't want you
I
to
just want to say one thing about Thanksgiving as well.
Okay.
I also need to mention, in like the best way possible, I want to honor the Native Americans. We are on stolen land still, and a lot of people don't recognize that. They don't realize that Thanksgiving was originated after we already came here. So I just want to give thanks to be able to be here in Oregon. Otherwise, we'd still be in Europe
Yeah.
or
Right.
not alive.
Yeah.
I
So.
have no problem going back to Europe. But anyway, that's fine. Yeah. Not that I want to
Just something to mention in case
Yeah.
anyone is watching and cares about that. So
Yeah. Well, you know what? We've got some sordid stories in our past that we have we've unfortunately got in our history books, but we're it's nice to be able to honor the people that did make this land plentiful, and nice to see Canadian Dave. And guess who just logged in? We got Kona Long. So she says she hopes we're having a beautiful Thanksgiving. Thanks for sharing our day with you. And we're all amazing people. Happy Thanksgiving from them. So it's nice to see. She deserves more than Cole for Christmas, doesn't she? Yeah, she's the sweetie.
maybe
He's
possibly
the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a Thanksgiving story memory, Caleb?
me.
Yeah.
At the Seahawks stadium, yes, I do.
Okay.
I actually, you know what? There's a box in my closet over there. There's a little red box where I keep all my valuables since I was like 7. And it's my memory box. And it has a bunch of cool stuff in it. And you know what's in there?
What's that?
a wristband, a sweatband from one of the 49ers players that threw it to me from the visitor tunnel on Thanksgiving. That, and I also got a glove as well, but I don't know where it is. But I have the sweatband still. I have it. I have that wristband. It's white and it's all yellow and stained because he was sweating, whoever it was. But I mean, that was back in the day. But I think that football game definitely meant a lot to me, even though it's like so far in the past. It was still really cool. So
Yeah. Thanksgiving in this family really has, the tradition has been kind of to go to football games, for Thanksgiving time or around the area. And, I'll talk a little bit about my previous, my childhood traditions. But while we have Jen share a Thanksgiving story, maybe you guys in the chat can think about some traditions that you have on Thanksgiving, maybe some non-traditional things, and let us know what you do. And how about you, Jen? Do you have a Thanksgiving story you want to share?
Well, I want to see if you remember Thanksgiving 1989.
Yep, I do. And
what did we do all day?
Are you talking about at the cabin in Bear Canyon when we were with my folks? Wait, we had just come back from Europe. We just returned from Europe. Yeah, we did.
No, we were there from October 10th to December 7th.
Oh, we were in Europe. Is that the day that we were at the Berlin Wall? All day. We weren't in Greece.
We spent the day at the American consulate in Bern, Switzerland.
Oh, because I got ripped off the night before. That was Thanksgiving?
It was Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, wow.
We spent the day at the American consulate in Bern, Switzerland, because the night before, Kevin had his passport, all of his cash, and all of his traveler's checks stolen out of his pants, out of his locker, because we were staying in hostels, and with each bunk we got a locker, and it was a locker with a key, and Kevin put all of his valuables, his passport, his everything, in the locker, locked it, and then put the key in his pocket. And his roommate was watching him. Then he took off his pants and hung them on the hook and went to sleep. Lo and behold, when he woke up the next morning, his locker was completely cleaned out. So he had no passport. So we were in Switzerland and no passport. So how are we supposed to get over the border? How are we even supposed to get home? All of our traveler's checks and about $200 or so were American dollars were stolen. So I think the funniest part though is, that day sucked, and it was a day we burned because we were there all day trying to get you a new passport, trying to verify your citizenship and everything, and we finally got a new passport. But the funniest thing is your picture on your new passport was like this.
Yeah, I look like a terrorist.
You were pissed.
Yeah, I was mad. The moral of that story is don't take your pants off when you go to bed. Is that no? That's it.
Or you could be like me, and you can lock all of your valuables in your locker, and then take the key and put it at the bottom of your sleeping bag.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I was trying to just give myself a pass. Whatever. You guys that don't know Jen, you should know that she does not forget dates. There's something, it's nuts. I mean, she can't walk down the street without falling down, but she will not forget a calendar date. So sorry, hon. I didn't mean to out your clumsiness. It's fun.
Hey, listen, I own it. I trip over spiders, but I remember everybody's birthday.
If anybody out there needs to know any specific date, anything, Nolan, you'll never have to worry about that. You can just lean on Mom.
What day did the Berlin Wall fall?
November 1st?
November 9th, 1989.
All right. We were there. We went there the day it came down. I got some people on Twitch showing up. This is cool. And look at this. Lynn Anderson. This is cool. She says, hi, Jen. So
hey, Lynn.
And Kim Heyer says, Caleb, that Alcatraz prison has a dawn native ceremony called Thanksstaking. So
Okay.
thanks, Kim, for the that history lesson, and Keith and Cheryl say great story, Jen. You guys can tell as many stories you want that make fun of me. This is what it's all about.
Unfortunately, we don't have that much material.
Oh,
Because you're-
yeah.
Well, I mean, we could tell the story. Well, it's not really a Thanksgiving story.
Okay, then hang on to it. But you know what
Okay.
I'll say, like before, Jen knows that before we had kids, like growing up in Montana, my parents would always do non-traditional Thanksgiving. We, instead of doing turkey or ham like most Americans do, and we have zero Greek tradition or Greek blood in our family. But my mom would always make spanakopita and dolmadas and baklava. We'd have a Greek Christmas. So
Mhm.
we would celebrate, you know, traditional Christmas other than the meal. We'd always have Greek meal. And when Jen and I were dating, my mom taught Jen how to prepare and cook a lot of this stuff. And I miss it. That's one of my favorite things about you know, the Thanksgiving and Christmas time was that my mom and dad would you know, have this Greek meal. I have no idea why they did that, but I loved it. So, folks out there, what are your? Oh, hey, our friend on we've got a friend on Twitch that's Turkish. So I'm sure you appreciate having Lebanese and a Middle Eastern meal for you know, for holiday meals. And let's see, Emerlog. So Emerlog, if you want to let us know what you have on a traditional holiday meal, we'd love to know. Glad to see you here. Thank you for being here. So we've got people from Turkey, we've got people from Germany, we got people from the UK, we've got people from Australia, and then lots of Canadians and lots of US here. So thank you guys for all joining us. You know, this is the perfect opportunity right there. We might take a story break because we've got this amazing backdrop of a Seahawk, an astral galaxy.
Who?
Galaxian.
Which Seahawk?
That's Marshawn Lynch right there, buddy.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Sherman?
I can't see anything other than arms. Oh, it's Richard Sherman. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's Caleb. So you know what? What do you think about you guys, Caleb and or Jen and Nolan? Can we take a back seat for a second and have a live performance from Capital K? Want to do a live song, K?
As much as I would
sure.
love to, because that audio issue that you spoke of earlier, I would have to leave, rejoin, and even if that would happen, you would still echo and end up echoing. So we
Really?
can't do that, unfortunately.
What if we dip out and mute and then you come back in?
Well,
It's up to you.
I suppose we could do it at the end.
Yeah, we could
Okay.
do it at the end.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, that sounds great. You know, and if you guys are watching and you know, you're making some notes about you know, Rankin family silliness, you can go to www.calebrankin with a Kaleb rankin.com, and he's got albums there. He's got singles. You can get stuff from Spotify and iTunes, and he's Caleb. Man, you've got how many songs ready for another release?
24.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe we'll get to hear a couple
Well,
of
like
those.
40 something, but 24 are going on the album.
All right. So you'll get to hear a little bit of that at the end of this. Emerlog is going sleeping, they say. So this is cool.
All right, mate.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, though. That's awesome. And hi, Glenna Brown. Nice to see you. Kurt Fan. Good to see you as well. Yeah, Lynn says, you know, she loves to get that we're all here together as a family, even though the form of our family has changed. You know, we are fortunate. Jen and I met so long ago that we were little kids. And so we grew up together. You know, we know more
It was
about
in
each
the
other.
Stone Age.
Right. Yeah. And so it would be really unfortunate if our relationship wasn't as respectful, I think, as it is right now, you know. So I think it's I'm feel blessed. And Lynn says oh Lynn says, Caleb, thank you for acknowledging Native people. So that is awesome. Awesome to see Jason Fellman here. He's working on this turkey, and this is his first Thanksgiving turkey. He started brining it early, and I saw lots of people throwing advice. But Jason Fellman is this master chef, so it's cool to see. It's cool to see him here and spending some time. He must be preparing the rest of his food. So, Jason, besides that turkey, what's on the plate for your meals? I want to know about people's traditions, their traditional. If they break from tradition on meals, I'd like to know about it. So, Jen, what's on deck for us today? What are we having for food?
Well, we're having a traditional Thanksgiving Day. We're going to have your turkey, mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes, a stuffing, gravy, um, uh, pumpkin pie, pecan pie, apple pie, lots of pie. Well, not so traditional. We are not having the green bean casserole but anyway, we're having roasted broccoli and asparagus with that. So we've got the turkey, the potatoes, the dressing, the gravy, and the roasted vegetables. But I'm really glad that you brought up the Greek thing, because we are doing that for Christmas this year.
We are?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm making the whole shebang. The dolmata, and the baklava, the hopefully spanakopita too. But we'll have an extra cook here to help with all of that. So Dave has generously donated his expertise in the field.
Wow,
So
nice.
in fact, we had like a 2-hour conversation about it a couple of days ago. So
Julie just said she misses Jen's cooking. Yes, Jen, you are an incredible cook. Unfortunately, I was negligent in learning how to cook, and so life separate is a little different.
You weren't negligent. I just that was my my job security.
Yeah. This is so funny. Jason says because green bean casserole should not be a thing. So
it shouldn't.
He's having everything is pretty much from the Better Homes and Gardens cookbook, which I do have here because Jen left it here. And and he says mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce. And Jennifer Batten knows Jason well. She says Jason equals chocolate turkey. Glenna Brown says she makes pumpkin gooey butter cake instead of pumpkin pie. That sounds good, except I don't like pumpkin. But nummy and cream cheese mashed potatoes, turkey, cranberries, cornbread stuffing, challah breads, cauliflower, and cheese sauce. Right on. It's funny. I may be one of the only people on the planet that doesn't like pumpkin. And so that's why we have these other pies here. I don't like it, but Jen's boyfriend Dave is a fantastic cook as well, and he came to celebrate Jen's birthday and Nolan's birthday this year in September, and he made this incredible. It was like a pumpkin pie without a crust. It was like this big, and not pumpkin, sorry, pecan. It's like a big pecan pie casserole, and it was so good. Caleb doesn't like nuts, so he came up with a name for it. Caleb, what was it?
Dave's burnt nuts.
That's right. That's
Which
right.
is what they look like.
Yeah. And so I'm hoping if you guys do the traditional Greek thing for Christmas and he makes baklava, got to have a big old healthy serving of Dave's burnt nuts. For
that's
Christmas.
Walnuts.
It's not preferred.
Oh, it's not pecan. Oh, okay, yeah.
No, it's walnuts.
Yeah, it's so good, man. Karen Clevenger, she says, Jen must have inherited Granny's recipes. That's right. And
I did.
Yep. Michelle, oh man. So Frankie and Eileen are here. She says that they're not Pumpkins fans either. So, oh yeah. And Julie asked about you because did you eat the entire pumpkin pie by yourself last week, Nolan?
Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah. Most of it.
Most of it, yeah.
Yeah, I was gone. So, but you mentioned that the pecans on the top, they were candied pecans. You were liking those?
They were good, yeah.
Yeah. So Nolan, where are you? Are you in New York City right now?
I'm in LA.
That's LA, yeah.
There's,
the US Bank building right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There it is. Okay, nice, man. Well,
Maze Bank.
Say hi to our friends in LA. Jason says, the eating capacity of youth. Hi, Claudia. No Thanksgiving in Germany, only a cheese sandwich for you. What? Come on, man.
A sack of coal.
No sack of coal. Claudia is the sweetest. Man, that girl, I'm telling you. She lives in Germany, in Bonn, Germany, but she came to London and brought all of her hair products and did my hair in London. Carried all those scissors and dye, and then she sent me hair product, and she also sent me incredible um, uh, sanitization stuff when the pandemic hit. So that's where all those disinfectants, Caleb and Nolan can, the face and hand stuff. And so thank you for that. Guy Wetstein, nice to see you here. He says to reply to Jason Fellman, bruh. Josh Robb is in here from Twitch. Glad to see you here. Thank you for being here. I wish we had the music thing going, Caleb, because I was going to put you on the spot and just have you sing some, Christmas carols to get people in the mode for it. But
Sure.
So the when I was younger, our tradition and besides eating was my family, mom and dad, Marge and Jerry Rankin, and my brother Ben would go skiing. Every Thanksgiving we were skiing, and we lived close to a ski area in Montana, but we would do trips. That was our family trip a lot of times through high school for me. And so we'd go to Colorado and go skiing, or Wyoming and went to Jackson Hole and went skiing. So those memories, to me, it was kind of fun, but the mountain passes are a little sketch. But for me, road trips and those kinds of experiences, I'd rather have experiences that are less stressful, so that families don't get at each other's throats. And nice backdrop, Caleb. Got Neil Peart's kit there.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Josh, thanks for wishing us a happy Thanksgiving. Positive vibes to you too. It's nice to see you. Jen, Claudia wants to have your recipe for pumpkin cake. I think, well, she's got pumpkin pie here, but you might want Dave's burnt nuts. Claudia too went through, a separation from her husband, but isn't very good friends with him. It sounds like they've been doing road trips together. So it's nice to see other people that are out there that are able to do it, Yeah. Hey, Jason's got a question for the family. He says, how many times a month? Hold on, I'm going to try and see this whole message here. How many times a month do you get asked if you were related to someone else with the last name of Rankin? Let's start with Nolan and Caleb.
Pretty rarely. I don't know. There's like Jeanette Rankin, right?
Yeah. Who was Jeanette Rankin?
She was the challenger person, right?
Nope.
Or wait.
But you did challenge things, but
I forgot.
Caleb, do you know?
She was in like the U.S. Congress person. I don't know. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know anything about her though.
First female congresswoman.
Right. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So that's Jason says it's maybe because I know you all, but my newsfeed is loaded with Rankins. You know what, Jason? There are a couple of other Rankins in this area, but that shouldn't be a thing either. So you can just block those friends. Yes, there is a Ben Rankin. That's my brother. He's gonna be here any moment. He's walking in the front door of my house. Ben Rankin is my little bro. Oh, and now he's listing all the other Rankins. Come on, Jason, stop.
Oh, is Ben actually here just now?
He gets here at 2. So
I thought you meant like he was actually walking in. I'm like, yeah, okay.
He will, but he won't get on the camera. My brother is very shy, and so
it's cool.
He doesn't like paparazzi, So the more he's on camera, then he gets followed, we're the true Rankins. That's right, man. We're gonna try and hold that title. Listen, I really want to thank you guys for being here. Can I ask you a couple of questions just about maybe get people's awareness about what you do? So maybe Nolan, you want to tell people about what you're going to school for and what you're interested in?
Sure. Yeah. Well, right now I'm going to Clackamas Community College, and we're just doing online college. We do it through Zoom, and I have a lot of homework. But yeah, I'm taking one really cool class right now where we just study about the Oregon coast, and there's like these little field trips that I'm gonna do this Sunday, where we go out to the beach and just study things like how the waves like move and little like landmarks and stuff. And that's really going to help me for my future because we'll see how things go uh, for COVID and just financially. Um, I want to go to Oregon State University, and I'm really interested in marine biology. Um, and the class I'm taking now, it's very involved in that kind of thing. Um, so I'm excited. Uh, just I think I'd rather have in-person class than Zoom though. It's
Yeah.
a lot harder to focus. But I think everyone else pretty much is in the same boat though if they're doing school.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, do you guys, I know that you have a lot of study groups and that kind of thing. So do they all complain about how difficult it is to get
Right.
the
Yeah.
focus?
Yeah. Because there are a lot of errors. I've had like some students where like they'll submit things and it just doesn't go through and it's like basically erased. And it's really sad.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are gonna have lower grades than usual this year and part of last year. So
Besides the grades, do
yeah.
you feel like are you actually understanding the work and absorbing it and actually retaining that knowledge, or is it more difficult?
Yeah, it's more difficult, but it's still there. I can learn a lot of things. Uh, but again, like you don't really have as much attention as you would maybe in class because you're not there, and like sometimes you'll be eating stuff or on your phone you get distracted, and yeah, it's just harder to focus, I guess.
Probably doesn't help having like two other Rankin men in the house making noise and distracting you.
Yeah,
But you've got
it's okay though.
you've got a huge resounding cheer from Jason Fellman. Go Beavs! Oregon State, fight, fight, fight! Oh, no, that was Tim Worley, my pal Tim Worley from Montana State, saying
Oh my
Oregon State,
gosh.
fight, fight, fight.
Oh,
Kim, hire my sweet friend Kim. She's asking if you've ever been diving. So
I haven't. I've
yeah,
yet to. I really want to.
we got to get scuba certified. That was the plan for.
You know who you should go with, Nolan? Nate Madera. He's been scubaing for like 6 years, so you should go with him because he
Oh
goes
yeah,
like in the sound and stuff, and he gets to find a bunch of cool stuff. So
that'd be really cool. Yeah.
That
mhm,
is where people get certified, is up in Puget Sound. That if you do certification here, but let's
mhm.
do it. Let's make 2021 be scuba certification year. Okay, so you'll be prepped for your degree, and I want to learn scuba too. I got to do it if I'm going shark cage diving with Dirty Uncle Mike, right? So
Right.
that you guys, we've all been snorkeling together. We did that a handful of different places. Jen had unfortunate snorkel experience, I think, in Turks and Caicos Islands, right? Your goggles were leaking, right? And you had
Yeah,
a
I think I probably swallowed half of the seawater there. I was lucky to not be puking from all of it, but it was okay.
we were snuba diving. Yeah, we had like the power snuba, power snorkels. Those were cool. But and Nolan and I have a plan to go to Catalina and do some snorkeling down there soon too. So
For
that's
sure. That'd be cool.
um, Tim's got a degree. He's got his master's in geography from Oregon State University. So we can reach out,
Cool.
chat with him. Tim and I were music students in high school together and went to school at Bozeman High and Montana State. So um,
Tim's the best. Shout
yeah,
out.
yeah, he's a good guy. Claudia was a diver for a long time. She said it's wonderful to see the underwater world. Um, the
Cool.
and Kim Heyer says she'll take we'll go diving when we go to Cozumel and when I play in the Caribbean next year. So man, I'm ready for the Caribbean right now. That sounds good. Caleb, you've got it already amped up. I was going to ask you what your goals are, what you're into, and you're showing it right behind you. So
Yeah,
tell-
this
tell
right
people-
here, this stage right here is it's called Rolling Loud. Just forget the reference because it's not related. Um, but basically, it is the biggest rap hip hop concert of the year, and it's biannual. So usually, Like last year, it was supposed to happen in like December, and it got postponed to this March, and then COVID happened, and then it obviously hasn't happened this summer either. So it still hasn't happened in like a year so far. Last summer was the last time it happened, so like a year and a half ago. But it's still a huge thing. It's the biggest concert in the world. People come from everywhere to come see it,
Where is that?
and of course, all like the biggest names are performing at it. But usually, the lineup is like 40 artists throughout the day, and there's 3 days. So out of 120 artists, I got to be on that list someday.
Right on.
Wow.
So
Where's it at?
it's either Miami or LA.
Okay, bounces back and forth. So
Yeah.
it's the name of the festival, but it's not location specific. Okay.
Yeah, it's like west and then east, and the West Coast is always the best one.
Mm,
This is West Coast right here.
okay.
This one's LA, or like it's like next to where the Greek and all those places are at. So
Greek Theater, where I was supposed to play in September again. Damn it.
and you can't see it, but it goes back like so far, and there's just rows of speakers all the way down, and it's just like so crazy, man.
I can see you doing it, man. I totally can. I
For sure.
know your stuff is impressive. Oh yeah. Kim says that's the US Festival of Rap. So Caleb and Nolan, you've seen the US Festival videos because I was showing you that's where A Flock of Seagulls kind of like broke in the US. So
Yeah.
huge music festivals back in Van Halen, Scorpions, Judas Priest, did all those things. So
Yeah.
hey Jen, let's talk about what you want to do when you grow up.
Oh gosh. Well, I always wanted to just be a mom. I mean, that was really what I wanted to do. And luckily I got two beautiful boys out of it. And since then I've just been basically cooking, I took what I had under my belt from my high school days of working in, restaurants and things, and kind of just took my skills there and went into the food industry. Unfortunately, right now I'm not working again because of it. But hopefully, all of our people will take the governor's suggestions and socially distance so that we can all get back to work.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Question for you, because we haven't talked about it. When I was in hospital this last week, I asked some medical professionals what they thought. So this vaccine, right? They were talking about the vaccine being distributed. I asked this nurse that came in, male nurse. He's from the Congo, but studied in England. He was really incredible gentleman. I asked him if first round of vaccinations come out, would you be first in line? He said, regardless of his opinion about it, they sign an agreement that says, they hire at will, which means that the company can, dictate what you do. Otherwise, you're let go. And so he said, everyone has to take that first round of vaccine. So he told me his own opinion afterward. But I was going to ask you, each one of you guys, your thoughts about taking the first round of vaccines, the coronavirus vaccine. Jen, you first.
I would opt out just simply because I think there are higher risk categories, or higher people in a higher risk category than me. And I wouldn't want to take it away from somebody who really needed it. So that's my instinct to do that. But if somehow there was a vaccine for every single person on the planet, then yes, I would.
First in line. Then.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
I would take
if
what
right.
is given to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Noel?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Mom. I don't think I would need it unless I was sick. I think I could still socially distance for a while until it's pretty widespread. it's not the end of the world for me if I have to wear a mask in public. So I think I'd be fine passing it off to someone else who needs it.
How about you, Caleb?
Yeah, I would.
You
I'd take it.
take the first round.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
After all, you only have one life. Might as well protect it, right? So.
Yeah. Well, I know that, you know, with epidemiologists, you know, talk about the safety of the vaccinations, and it sounds like it's very successful in these releases. But my thought is to kind of hang out and wait for them to work out the bugs. It's like a, you know, software release, and we all know how those things go the first round, you know. So
Yeah, but they would not release something that's not ready unless they would hold it until it's ready. I mean, they do plenty of testing, so they would not widespread release something like that, because a lot of people think that China released this on purpose
right.
into the U.S.
That's
So
a different conspiracy theory.
that's no, it's not even. It's not even that. It's not even that as a question. It's just if people think that, then they're gonna say exactly what you said, which is maybe it wouldn't be ready or like so.
Yeah. No.
Hey, Kev,
yeah.
can I interrupt for just a second?
Of course. Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me as a part of this this podcast. I've really enjoyed it. I was really nervous about it. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to do it because I'm normally pretty outgoing, but kind of a little shy, and it's really not my forte to be in the spotlight or whatever, but I've really enjoyed my time here with you. I'm having to sign off because I have 2% left on my phone.
Okay.
And I don't want to cut out without telling you and my boys and everybody out there who's listening that I'm very thankful for so many things in my life. So thankful for you, for my boys, for my family, for my relationships, my friends, and being in a country where I can say everything like that without having to worry about minding my P's and Q's. So with that, I'm going to say, fuck you all. No. No, sorry.
Russia, the KGB. Watch out.
Anyway, I'm just afraid that my phone is gonna die, and then I wouldn't have been able to say any of that stuff. So bless everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, and my love to everybody.
Thanks, Jen.
Cheers, Mom.
We'll see you in a bit.
Mom.
Bye.
Yeah, Jen's mic drop. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to remove her, and there she goes. Guys, as this year has progressed, I know that there have been tough times, man. It's been hard for all of us. We've all had our share of challenges, and we talked about things that we're thankful for. Tell me one thing about 2020 that was better for you. One thing that actually was really that benefited your life, or something that you were proud of, an accomplishment. So Nolan, you want to tell me yours?
Sure, yeah. When the lockdown first happened, I was like confused. I didn't know what to do. Like that was the first time where I was like, wow, I've nothing on my plate. Like, I mean, I can't really hang out with my friends. I'm not doing school or anything, so like I have all this free time. I don't know exactly what to do. So I was trying to find ways, I was trying to like be productive. I was like thinking of maybe building something, but that kind of got thrown out. I couldn't think of anything. So I started like trying to exercise. We had this treadmill in the garage, and for a while I did like was never really a runner, and I started running like every day, sometimes 2 times a day.
With jeans on.
Yeah, with jeans on.
Yeah.
Because I can't stand shorts. I don't know why. It's something about my legs. I don't know. But I was like running a lot, and I like it was really fun. It was really entertaining. It felt good to get exercise when I usually wouldn't, because I never really did a lot of sports in high school or middle school, and I want to do it again. I'm hoping the gyms will open soon.
Or we can get
Because
our tread fixed, huh?
I yeah, I broke the treadmills, so
Yep.
um
Throwing the dog onto it.
no, no. This is just a little old, but
Yeah.
no, it was the yoga ball. I tried a yoga ball, I got sucked underneath. No, no, no.
I will tell you one thing that I'm really proud of you for, the accomplishment that you had this year. From my perspective, you worked for the last couple of years hard at a job that was thankless, and you bought yourself this car. That's a really fantastic car. You worked really hard for it and paid for it with your own cash money, no charges, and nothing, no interest bearing, payments made, and you're really responsible about it. So I think that's something you should be proud of. And in the midst of a pandemic, you're also working and you're going to school and doing the best you can, spending a lot of hours trying to better yourself. So uh, I applaud you. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Yeah, Michelle, uh, she says, that's awesome, Nolan. And Bob Thompson, wow, happy Thanksgiving to the Rankin family. Bob Thompson and I went to junior high school, summer high school together as well. So, man, elementary school. Wow. I haven't seen him in so long. So nice to see you here, Bob. Happy Thanksgiving. Caleb.
Yeah.
Tell me something happened in 2020. Since we all have 2020 stories that have sucked, let's talk about something that was really good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've turned my stock Audi into this race car, dream car of mine that I love so much, even though it's taken like 7 or 8 months to build it, but it's been challenging, but it's so worth it at the end because I have like my favorite thing. And also, I actually start work tomorrow. I just got a new job after being unemployed for a long time because of COVID. It's really hard to find a good job. So I'm definitely excited to start that. And like Nolan is, working and doing school. I'm trying to work and make music and try to make something happen with that, and hopefully start investing in other ventures that make me more residual income, so that I don't have to work for 9 to 5 forever. Because it's always good to focus on setting yourself up for your kids as well, because as selfish as I am now, I think by the time that I'm 30, if I can't, start having kids and supporting them, then I just don't want to fail doing that. I want to work hard and get that done. So, things that I've already accomplished in 2020, I wouldn't say there's, a laundry list of things, but I do have this album coming out, and it's something that I've really put a lot of just my whole brain, creativity, and just dumped it in and filtered out all the stuff that's not good. And I think the stuff that's going to be coming out is just my best work at the moment, until I, of course, improve over time. But from right now, every year I seem to get like substantially better than the music that I released the previous year. And I think this second full-length album is going to be definitely better than my freshman album. So I'm excited for that. I can't really think of like too many more things that I've done.
You've done some pretty independent trips,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I drove to LA in one go without stopping. Well, I mean, I stopped for gas, but without stopping to sleep or eat at a restaurant or anything like that. We literally just stopped at gas stations, and I drove the whole way, all through the night and all through the day to get there, which was awesome with my friend Kona. And then I also drove back as well. It was the worst. I didn't want to leave, and driving's even worse because you don't want to drive the whole way because the way there was hard, and you don't want to leave a place you want to be at. I definitely love LA so much, and I actually have only gone once this year, but last year I went 3 times, March, May, and September.
Wow.
So yeah, I definitely miss it. Like I definitely like going on trips a lot. So that's my goal for next year, hopefully, is to be able to get back into doing that as well. But
Still hope that LA is destination for you to live.
I think that what happens when musicians tend to make it on in the way that they want, where they get that like record deal or they get the first album or the first tour or whatever down, then they move back to Atlanta or back to Florida or back to New York or whatever from LA, where they were staying for a year or two for music and collaborations and shows, photo shoots, stuff like that. So I think I don't think it's a permanent move where I'll be there for the rest of my life. No, I don't think that, but I do think that music most likely will bring me there and have me stay there until I'm financially able to basically live in any part of the world and then still go back to tour in the US. And then, you know,
So you
Yeah.
mentioned anywhere in the world. I like that. You have a place in mind that you'd like to live outside of the U.S. Just as a a bucket dream, not a pipe dream, a bucket dream, bucket list.
I think that the Three Fingers, I mean, like either Norway or Finland or Sweden, just something, with a similar climate to us that I'm used to, but with better, I don't even need to go into all the reasons why, but
Oh, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But yes, I would like to go to Northern Europe for sure. So
Um,
and live there with a family. That'd be cool.
it's interesting that you mentioned that because I hear you complain about this climate a lot.
Or Australia, because I want to meet an Australian woman and marry her and teach and have my kids speak with the accent, because that'd be cool as heck.
Yeah, let's hear your Australian accent, Caleb.
I'm Australian, mate. Like
yeah,
dingo babies and alligators.
I want you to watch the podcast I did with David Sterry. Nolan met him, my friend who sings for the band Real Life, and Claudia is a big fan of him as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that sings "Send Me an Angel." Right. But his Australian accent, he's from Melbourne, and Melbourne, and yeah, he's awesome. I think what I'd love to do maybe is just wish you guys in the ether a wonderful Thanksgiving. Caleb, do you think you're able to do some music if Nolan and I sign out?
There's a lot of chatting going on out there, so I think what I'll do is I'll promise the viewers here that later tonight I will be on Instagram Live. I would be on Facebook, but most of my friends are on Instagram. And if you guys do tune in, my Instagram is my first name _ last name. So it's just Caleb Rankin, pretty much. If you want to follow me on there, I'll be going live around, what time is it now? Let's see, 2:24. I'll go live at like 7 or 8. I'll go live at 8, and then I'll do some songs that I would normally do here. But
you think it's too loud out there for you to be able to pull one off?
Yeah.
I would just love for somebody to hear a little bit.
Yeah, I understand that, but
all right,
I want it to be as good as possible. So
okay, I get it, man. Guy Wetstein, who I've known for a long time, we were in bands together when I was with Ana Lama, and he was playing around a lot, but then we worked together at Mentor Graphics. He's here saying thanks for sharing so much of ourselves for these podcasts. Thanks for being a positive influence in our lives. Thank you, Guy. I lost sight of all this positivity. To be honest with you, I lost sight of all of you guys that have been supportive of me. I lost sight of my family. I lost sight of my friends. And I'm truly thankful. This is not a day once a year that I want to come back and remind myself of these things. I just got that vision clouded. And so if you're like me and you lost sight of it, I want you to reach out to people and reach out to me. Not everybody though, please. Not yet. I'm not quite there.
Phone's
yet.
Already ringing off the hook. Trust me, I hear it dinging all day. So, yeah.
I just really want to thank everybody that's been supportive of this venture. All Access Live has been cathartic for me. It's been a really exciting adventure. I am excited to get it started up again. I took a little bit of a break, had surgery, got I was out of commission for a while. great guests coming up. Martha Davis from Motels will be coming on. I got to look at my list here, but I just need to get it going again. And I want to thank you guys for being there. All of the guests that I've had have been incredible and really inspiring to me. So it's changed my life in a good way. The people that have been watching and supporting are also incredibly supportive. In my, beyond what I can tell you, emotionally, you've saved my mind. So if you're watching this on any other platform other than YouTube, please go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/allaccesslive with Kevin Rankin, and subscribe. Hit the like button on this video, and they'll be notified when I've got new videos coming out. I plan on having some new ones this week. So Zia Udine, the drummer from Mayfield 4, and Miles Kennedy will be coming up as well. One of my favorite drummers from my favorite band on the planet. So be on the lookout. But this one was special. This one was really important for me. I'm so proud of you two boys. I love you so much. I can't tell you how much. And it's exciting for me to be able to share you with the rest of this world that may not know you. I know you've got some cheerleaders out there. I can see Keith and Cheryl saying, "Go Corn Dog, go Caleb." Mike Skill, man, Mike Skill, I love you. Romantics, dude. Being in the studio with you a few weeks ago was life-saving, and hopefully we can do some more of it. So let's do this. Everybody that's watching, reach out to somebody. Give them your unconditional love, your kindness, your gratitude. Find something today to be grateful for. If you can, start your day off with a list of gratitude, that just anything, because I think if you start your day with that, it's certainly a better round to go. And I just can't say enough about how grateful I am for Caleb and Nolan Rankin. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I love you.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, man. So keep your eye out, ladies and gentlemen, for Caleb Rankin's Instagram tonight. He'll do an Instagram live. He'll do some live music. I thanks. Oh man, so many cool notes here. It's nice to see you guys. So thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Be good to yourself. I hope you're all healthy. And let's go in. Oh, look at this. Christian from Chile. Thank you for being here. That's awesome.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it.
We do appreciate it, man. Let's go into 2021 and making this world a better place, right? So it's just let's get rid of COVID and bring in kindness again. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thanks,
Deal.
everybody.
Great.
We love you. Take care.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.